This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. As Stroud now to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Stroud looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Davion Taylor drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Powerful running. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bears take over. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at the defense for these Texans. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and 9 here. Looking to throw is Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 41-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Second and 10. From the gun, here's Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taken in at the 22.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. This is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Bears 1st down.
To throw, Williams.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question. This is
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now it's Mixon running right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, there was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that. Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Walk to the right, walk to the right. Walk to the right. Why, Tony.
Stroud to throw it.
That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Stroud.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Williams.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Here's Williams. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure you give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Williams going to look to throw again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
On play action, here's Williams.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the point after try for Santos. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, south.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Williams. Wide open receiver, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
To the right side, this is Henderson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Uno Mars. Why Tony?
And Stroud now to throw.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs lit.
Touchdown, Texans!
Nico Collins,
27 yards.
and the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Williams.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And again, back to Kmet.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Henderson running straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
Whoa. Under. 19 Texas. Hey, uno. Look the hot. Hey.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. There he goes again. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Williams.
Over the middle, complete. That's Henderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Henderson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie it again. 28-all. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Go. 11. Hey, south. Good.
Here's Stroud. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down.
2J. Oh, ready?
Throwing quickly. This is caught by Kirk.
What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Hey, south. Buggy.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here's 1st and 10.
Flash, flash, flash. Buggy.
Stroud.
And this is going to be intercepted. Now Jones.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
71 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
All right.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2J.
First throw of overtime. Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, one more. Why Tony? Here we go. Robin. Hey, uno. Nike Texas. Hey, uno. Look the hot.
Stroud to throw it.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Here's Stroud.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Hard throw, incomplete.
Intended for Joe Mixon. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Eleven. Hey, south.
Now Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Throwing is Williams.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
To throw, Williams. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.